Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, to Oilers After Dark. My name is Matt. Tonight I will be recapping preseason game one, the Oilers versus the Winnipeg Jets. The Oilers rested most of their starters tonight as it was just game one and they have a game tomorrow against Seattle in Seattle. The Oilers started out strong 14 seconds in. Niemelainen scores a goal assisted by Brad Malone. Despite the Oilers out shooting the Jets 13-12. And both teams going 0 for 1 on the power play. Stuart Skinner had the start in this game as he faced 15 shots through a period and a half, where Picard came in halfway and faced 9 shots. In the second period, there was no scoring. The Jets outshot the Oilers 8-5. Both teams went 0 for 2 on the power play. Third period saw the Oilers score goals from Hamlin, assisted from Demers and Philippe, followed by McLeod, assisted by Fogel Pugliarvi. To cap off the wild night in Edmonton, Holloway scores from Bouchard. Make that 4-0 for the Oilers. As the period went on, Oilers pressured to get another one. Jets pressured as well, could not solve goaltender Picard. Jets outshot the Oilers 9-8 in the third period, as well as going 0 for 1 on the power play. The Oilers did not get a power play in the third period. So tonight, I just wanted to focus on players that I thought deserve a kind of look at. And Holloway, what more can you say about this kid? Like, he's got the speed, he's got the size, he's got what it takes. Where do the Oilers fit him? Do they play him on the third line? Do they put him on the fourth line? Do they put him as high as second line? I guess it's why I'm not the coach of the Oilers. It's a lot of decisions for a really good player. Another player that I was keeping an eye on was Pugliarvi. He was noticeable at points, but he was also not noticeable at points. And as the star player for the Oilers that they had out there, I was expecting a bit more of a push from him. He did get the point. He was on the power play quite a bit. He led the team in ice time for forwards, I do believe. But he was there, and he was noticeable for a bit of the game. But for a little bit of the game as well, he was not noticeable. On the flip note for that, Virtanen, I was looking for more. Like, he didn't play a bad game. He didn't play a good game. He played a mediocre game. But for somebody on a PTO tryout, you'd expect him to play with a spur in his ass and want to play a better game and show this team and other teams, because remember, it's not just the Oilers that could sign him out of training camp, like what happened with Jonathan Cheechoo when he signed a PTO for the Oilers. He went on to play, I can't remember, somewhere else. So yeah, you're looking to get a contract somewhere. Like, show you want a contract. Show that you have, as a friend of mine said, the urgency to pursue the puck, take the puck, and score there. Now, on the flip side, also that there was Benson, who was playing like a man that wanted to show the Oiler brass, hey, put me in the lineup on a day-to-day basis. I want to be here in October playing regular season games. Now, for me personally, I don't think that's a top six role. I think that's a third or fourth line player that does bring that physicality, that's not scared to engage in plays, isn't scared to push his weight and use his body. And that's the thing with Benson. It's going to be up to him if he wants to be a fourth line, complimentary, go out there on your hard minutes, earn more minutes, or does he still feel like he is that top six forward that can score goals, make assists happen, and log up a bit ton of more, like log more minutes as the top six usually does. So to me, this whole preseason is going to be for Benson. Prove that you belong in the top six, or prove that you belong to be in Edmonton full time, period, regardless. Now, on the defensive side of things, I really liked what Demir's brought. He was noticeable. He jumped into play. He led a few rushes. He definitely is a defenseman. Yes, he's under PTO, but he's definitely a skillful player that can also play defense. Like, I didn't notice any big defensive glare and standpoints, with his game. He reminds me of an older Nurse, where Nurse likes to jump up into play. Because like that, one of the goals there, I think it was the third goal. He was the one that took the shot off the rebound, and I don't know if it was Hamelin that scored or yeah, that would have been the Hamelin goal. Yeah, he buried it. I was like, what? That's a defenseman. Okay, you do you. I know I am going to be critical of Nurse every time he jumps up in the play. There's a joke with me and my buddies. He's the fourth forward more nights than not. He's up there playing more forward than he is defense. Now, the other defenseman was Niemelainen. Kid looked good. One preseason game, but Kid looked like he wants to play and he could be the seventh or sixth defenseman. So as it's looking, like I said, preseason game one, big boys weren't out there. Wasn't expecting much. Was shocked by what I saw. Oilers played a really structural, sound defensive game. Goalies really bailed them out quite often in this game, I thought, especially in that second period. Skinner looked sharp. Picard looked good coming in off the bench. Like, I'm not worried if this is the goaltending we're going to get this preseason or even moving into the season, where the Oilers don't have to play perfect defensively. And I think that was a lot of nights where the Oilers had to play perfect, or hey, we're fishing a puck out of our net. If McDavid's not on the ice, puck's in our net. Okay, that sucks. But honestly, I didn't think the young kids played bad tonight. They obviously didn't play the best Winnipeg Jet team that the Winnipeg Jets could put out there. But for what was out there for both teams, I think the Oilers really took it to them tonight. We'll see again. They play Seattle tomorrow night, and I'm expecting a more veteran presence on the ice for tomorrow night's game, and I look forward to it. As always, please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what we can do, be more interactive, get more people. Um, Also, follow us on our Facebook page, Oilers After Dark.